What's happening, YouTube? Max Rider. I just wanted to ask a question for those who are really into basketball like I was when I was younger. I just want to ask in terms of one particular player who I don't think gets a lot of credit in terms of his basketball place, or his place in terms of the realms of the greatest players ever played. I want to ask you guys, how good would you say Hakeem Olajuwon was? Where would you rank him in terms of the all-time great NBA players? When I was younger, he was the first player I remember as a child who made me want to pay attention to the NBA and basketball. Some of you probably be surprised about that, because during the sort of early to mid 90s, I was in my teens. It was my early teens, and it wasn't Michael Jordan that made me want to pay attention to the NBA. You'd be quite shocked about that, but it wasn't. It was actually Hakeem himself, Hakeem Olajuwon. He was the player at the time that actually made me want to pay attention to this particular sport. And I don't particularly think that he gets a lot of credit in terms of his place in terms of the all-time greats. And I want to ask you guys who actually saw him live in the US, how good would you have rated him in terms of during that time period, as well as probably those you would say in terms of the all-time greats? Where would you rank him? Because for me, I don't think there's ever been someone who played in his position in center. I don't think there's ever been anybody who has been as good as he was in terms of his play. I think in my opinion, I think there's nobody better in his position in terms of how he played. And I just want to know from you guys, where would you rank him in terms of the grades? Just let me know, guys.